Let's see if I can do this properly. This is John in Tucson. Obviously, this is my YouTube channel. I want to discuss with you photovoltaic panels, otherwise known as PVs or solar panels, and lithium iron phosphate chemistry battery technology. Solar panels have been around for a long time, since I think the 70s, early 70s. Why do I have all this light on me? There we go. Maybe that's a little better. So that's not new technology. Lithium iron phosphate battery technology has been around now, from what I understand, the current technology at any rate, has been around for about 8 to 10 years. Of course, Tesla has his lithium ion technology, different chemistry, totally different chemistry. The lithium iron phosphate technology, chemistry, if you will, battery chemistry, does not explode, does not catch on fire, none of that. You can shoot it with a gun a million times. You can cut it in half. It's fine. Lithium ion technology, chemistry, if you will, which is what Elon Musk is using. Yes, it is more energy dense in what it can do. However, it degrades very, very quickly. So you get about 5 years out of the battery if you're lucky. And it's designed specifically to be used in high induction loads, or something like a car, if you will. It wants a lot of electricity very quickly, and you can go. But it also has battery technology that has what's known as a battery management system. So it has to have specific heating and cooling going around the batteries. It has a specific high voltage cutoff, low voltage cutoff, temperature cutoff, on and on and on. And it's very proprietary for what Elon is using his technology for. No open source at all. Doesn't exist for his technology or chemistry, for the most part. What I'm going for, the lithium iron phosphate technology, there's a company up in Reno, Nevada, known as Firefly Energy, and they make a specific battery, lithium iron phosphate battery, 100 amp hour for the most part at this point, at 12 volts, and they're not cheap. They're about $849 for each battery. And for what I want to do off grid, I'm going to need probably close to 24 to 30 batteries. A lot of money. That's $24,000 to $30,000 right in the hole right there. However, that type of chemistry does not degrade the way that Elon's does. So as opposed to getting 5 years use out of it, you're getting 25 years use out of it. And after 25 years, you still have 80% of the battery capacity that you can use. As a matter of fact, Edison made some lithium iron phosphate batteries, or lithium iron phosphate batteries, way back in the early 1900s. Guess what? They're still being used. They still had battery capacity. Well over 100 years later. Elon's won't do that. No can do. So, essentially, I've gone from originally thinking about a recreational vehicle with PV panels on the roof and, maybe 6 to 10 battle-worn batteries at 12 volts. Not a problem. The wire thickness would be stupid thick. It would be very expensive to put it in. And then I thought, well, let's go with a 24 volt system in the RV. Again, same amount of batteries, smaller gauge wire, more efficient, better for 2 to 2,500 to maybe 3,000 watt loads, as opposed to about 1,000 watt loads for 12 volt. Well, now I'm thinking, I'm no more RV. I'm going to be stationary on property in southeastern Arizona, which changes it again, doubles it again. A 48 volt system is more efficient. Again, the wire sizing goes down, and the higher the voltage. I can get a 48 watt inverter, no problem. Since it will be a stationary thing, a stationary dwelling, I'll get a mini split AC system, maybe 2 of them. 48 volt, I won't have to worry about any kind of inverter because it'll just go straight from the MPPT controller at 48 volts directly on into the battery system and directly on into run the AC. I'll have to use an inverter to go ahead and step it down or change it over to 110 volt from 48, to run regular appliances. But in there I can also have the 240 volt set up if I want to, which I doubt that I will do, to run a electric dryer or something stupid like that. I don't think I'm going to go that route though. I'm going to be as high efficiency as I can. Altogether, between the solar panels, which I'm assuming I'm going to look at probably between, like I said, 24 and 30 panels, $350 a panel, $350 a panel. It's going to be up there. The batteries, of course, are going to be up there in price, but you buy them once, and they'll last me the rest of my life. And other than having to swap out inverters and or MPPT solar controllers every now and again, because the capacitors and so on and so forth and those things just degrade over time, it should be a pretty self-sufficient system. Shouldn't cost me anything. So there's that. But more than anything, it's important to me to I want to be off-grid. I need to be able to go ahead and shrink down my financial output every month. And this will allow me to do it in this regard. I, of course, will have to live probably around Benson or Sierra Vista, something like that, which is in Cochise County, which allows me to live off-grid, don't have to be grid tied to the power system. I'll need to live somewhere near a medical facility, or within close proximity, say within 10 miles, 15 miles, something like that. Because my body, unfortunately, the brain's going great. I'm physically, how do I put this? I'm okay at this point. But when something happens to me, I can be going along doing just great for a long time, and then within a matter of hours, I'm next to dead, literally. And so, unfortunately, I will need to be around a modern infrastructure and hospitals and things like that. But for the most part, I'm going to be off-grid. And I should be able to do it financially and still have a nest egg, a nice one, left over from what's left of the sale of the house, plus my monthly income from disability. So we'll see how that goes. A lot of thought has gone into this. I suck at math. And I sought out people who have a much better understanding of math and they were very patient with me in explaining things, breaking it down. So through more than anything, just constantly going at it every single day for hours and hours and hours a day, and researching it and trying to learn it and understand it, I have a very good fundamental understanding of how all of this is supposed to work and what I need to do. I'll need to find an installer to do it properly, but at least I'll know if they are installing it properly because I know how the system's supposed to be set up. So I'll be eyes on with that, but the physical aspect of putting it all together, I can't do that myself. So I'll have to pay for the labor on that. That's okay. That's fine. Part of the process, I guess. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much that for right now. As always, like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, all that good stuff. And I'm going to try to continue to throw content on here. I'm still just barely ramping up this channel. I'm pretty much throwing a lot of different things at it to see what sticks on the wall, per se. And I'll go from there. But, yeah, I have some pretty interesting things in my life that I research and look into. And it's all for my own betterment and to simplify things at the same time. So, you guys take care. Hope you're having a great day. And like I said, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button after you subscribe. So that way when I put new videos up, which at this point should be every 2 days or so, you'll be notified and you can watch them. Okay? Hope you guys are having a good one. Bye.